Hello there and welcome to None of the Above. So recently we bought a coffee machine. To be more precise, Nespresso Latissima one. I was looking at this baby for so long. It was in my Amazon cart for ages, but I didn't want to do a simple coffee. As it's already September outside, I wanted to make a pumpkin spice latte. It's not so much autumn weather, but do we care? We don't. You can buy ready pumpkin spice latte syrups, but this is not something I like. I tried such syrup once and it was horrible. So what I decided to do? I found the recipe on Starbucks Coffee at homepage and decided to follow it. But I also saw the pumpkin pie spice recipe first and thought it would be cool to use them together. So that's what we'll be doing today. We'll be making homemade pumpkin pie spice and then we'll make a syrup out of it and then we'll make a coffee. So these are all the ingredients that you'll need. I also made a small shopping list for you to screenshot it and just go for it. As our syrup recipe requires pumpkin puree, I will make mine from scratch. You can also just buy one in the store. If you have a ready pumpkin puree, skip to the next step. But if you choose to make this one fully from scratch, you'll need to prepare a baking sheet for our pumpkin. Then get to pumpkin itself. Wash it and cut it in the middle. Get rid of the seeds with a tablespoon, then cut it into big chunks and put it into oven for 180 degrees Celsius for about an hour. And of course I'm drinking coffee while making syrup for drinking coffee. While the pumpkin is in the oven, we will prepare the pumpkin pie spice. In a small bowl or glass, combine 1 teaspoon ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon ground nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon ground ginger, and 1/8 teaspoon ground cloves. So as I'm using a pumpkin pie spice from a different recipe, I won't be adding the spices that are mentioned in Starbucks recipe, but to even out the crazy amount of cinnamon sticks, I will add additional tablespoon of cinnamon. When the pumpkin will be ready, take it out and leave it to cool down. When it will be cool, scoop out the pulp to the blender cup and then blend, adding some water for better texture. And now we finally have all of our ingredients ready. In a medium saucepan, combine water and sugar. Heat over medium heat, stirring until the sugar dissolves completely. Add the pumpkin puree and the spices and whisk until well combined. Let the mixture simmer for about 20 minutes, stir occasionally. Right now it's time to turn it off and immediately strain it. On the Starbucks page it was written to strain it through the cheesecloth, but I don't have the cheesecloth. I have this thing, so we'll be straining it through that and I'm turning it off. Remove from heat and immediately strain through a fine mesh sieve or a cheesecloth. Let the syrup cool for about 10 minutes and then transfer to a clean glass jar. So it's finally the time. It's time to make some coffee. Store your homemade pumpkin spice syrup in the refrigerator. It should last for up to 2 weeks. Use the syrup to flavor your coffee, lattes, or even drizzle over pancakes or waffles for a festival breakfast. I hope you liked the recipe and thank you so much for watching. See you again!